of Prime Flash over My Media Prime Television. I am Sama Eileen. We start the news on a sports note. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon have been paid an official visit with a message of encouragement from the Cameroonian delegation in Qatar, led by the Minister of Sports and Physical Education, Narcisse Moele Kombi. This was during the Lions training session yesterday, ahead of their maiden outing at the 2022 Qatar World Cup against Switzerland tomorrow, Thursday at 11 a.m. In a related story, the Director General of the Cameroon Radio and Television has called on other national channels transmitting signals of the FIFA World Cup in violation of CRTV's exclusive rights to broadcast the matches on the national territory. In a press release signed by Charles Ndongo on November 22, 2022, it is stated clearly that any partial or total transmission of matches of this competition by non-accredited broadcasters could lead to the suspension of CRTV signals, highlighting that offenders will be prosecuted in accordance with the regulations in force. Now, this human interest story, a 22-year-old young woman residing in Banga, Mungo division of Cameroon's littoral region, has reportedly beaten to death her 3-year-old baby. Sources say after realizing that the baby was dead, the said lady threw the mortal remains into a well. She is currently in detention awaiting trial amid investigations. On to something else, communication boss Rene Emmanuel Sadi says new measures will be taken to improve working conditions and press freedom within the national territory as concerns journalists. Minister Sadi faced the Social and Cultural Commission of the National Assembly yesterday to discuss and listen to advice on how to reform the communication sector. Elvis was a part of that session and now reports.
Communication Minister Rene Emmanuel Sadi faced the Social and Cultural Commission of the National Assembly this Tuesday in Yaoundé. Discussions focused on the state of press freedom in Cameroon.
C'est une autre occasion pour moi de faire une évaluation globale.
It was an opportunity for me to make a global assessment of press freedom in Cameroon. Naturally, I noted that we have advanced considerably as concerns press freedom, democracy. We have noticed an increase in the number of newspapers, radios, televisions, and online channels.
De la presse écrite, audiovisuelle, la presse en ligne, ceci est tout à fait appréciable.
According to Rene Sadi, press freedom is not synonymous to recklessness of the media outlets in the country.
La liberté de ton est une réalité. Mais seulement, nous avons également eu l'occasion de relever les dérives.
Freedom of expression is a reality. However, we also talked about excesses. Liberty should not be taken for granted. Liberty goes with responsibility. Ethics should be key in this liberty. We have noticed that our press is going through difficult times because of precarious working conditions.
Réaliser que les difficultés de notre presse résidaient dans la précarité.
The honorable members of parliament shared suggestions with the Minister of Communication on what should be done to improve working conditions for the press. Minister Rene Emmanuel Sadi says the points have been noted and will be implemented in the days ahead.
Now, inhabitants of the Nyete subdivision in Kribi are lamenting the poor state of roads linking the town to the subdivision of the Ocean Division. One of the dilapidated roads in that part of the country linking the Ocean Division and the Villa, making it impossible for passengers as they transport goods. Let's get details in this report with Joingong.
It is a real struggle traveling the more than 50-kilometer road which separates Kribi Center to the headquarters of the Niete subdivision in the south region of Cameroon. Potholes, quagmires, and puddles litter the unpaved road, which sees pedestrians, logging trucks, motorcycles, and small vehicles of all kinds pass by. To reach the subdivisional headquarters, one has to be very patient. The dilapidation of this road, which also connects the Ocean Division and the Mvila Division, is due to the over-exploitation of the heavy cam company, especially during the rainy season. While rehabilitation works have been announced to open up the road and allow the local population to better sell their products, it remains a test of faith and patience for those who venture there.
Onto something else. In recent times, some Cameroonian youths have been making the country proud, especially in the field of technology and industrialization. Dolingonde says among these new technologies and innovations is a soil tester. Take a view.
Necessity, they say, is the mother of invention, and of course Cameroon too has got some rare talents. From the creations of Awachi Blaise, an internally displaced young boy from the northwest region of Cameroon, amongst others, today Cameroon is priding itself again through the works of many a few who have decided to go creative. Recently, during the just ended Africa Industrialization Week, Madoche Fojo, an engineering student from the University of Yaoundé, is here to explain some of the innovations his school exhibited during the fair. We have been able to produce 2 robots. We have one which is in charge of taking specific tasks and the other geared towards eliminating obstacles. Meanwhile, the first robot also has the ability of being used at an esplanade. We can also use it at the airport to transport baggages. At a time when many are embracing agricultural routes, the team has also been able to produce a soil testing device to detect what soil type is good for certain crops.
Nous présentons également ce que nous avons conçu très récemment, un prototype qui permet de prédire si le sol en étude, le sol qu'on souhaite étudier est favorable à un type de culture pour l'agriculture de rente. Donc ce sol-là, on prélève les données chimiques dans ce sol et l'appareil nous prédit quelle plante serait le plus rentable sur ce sol-là. Nous avons là par exemple pour le sol que nous vous présentons, ce sol-là, vous voyez que ce sol est favorable à la production de tomates.
Thinking you had seen it all, today Cameroon continues to celebrate mind-blowing discoveries, including cars and lots more.
Now, in news out of the country, the president of Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Obiangema, has taken the lead in Sunday's presidential election. The Interior Minister unveiled the provisional results on Monday, November 21. In this race for a sixth 7-year term, Teodoro Obiangema Basogo has so far obtained 44.2% of the votes cast in nearly half of the country's polling stations. Recall here that Teodoro is Africa's longest-serving president and the world's longest-serving head of state today, except for monarchs. His contenders, Andres Esono of the CPDS party and former ally Buenaventura Monsu Asumu of the PCSD, each got 1.34% and 0.35% of the vote. The final results of the one-round election will be announced on November 26, 2022. A Tanzanian court on Tuesday ordered the release of 24 Maasai after prosecutors dropped murder charges against them for the death of a policeman during a protest against a government-protected area project. The Loliondo Maasai are opposed to the Tanzanian authorities, who they accuse of trying to evict them from part of their historic habitat area in northern Tanzania to make it a private safari and hunting area, a claim denied by the government. The government says it wants to protect 1,500 square kilometers of the 4,000 square kilometer area near the Serengeti Park from human activity, leaving 2,500 square kilometers for Maasai. That's for Maasai herders. Over in Britain, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has been welcomed to London by Britain's King Charles III for the first state visit of his reign. After the two leaders inspected the Guard of Honor together, they traveled to Buckingham Palace in a carriage procession escorted by mounted soldiers from the household cavalry. Climate change, trade and the Commonwealth are expected to be on the agenda in discussion between the two. However, Ramaphosa will also visit Parliament for an address to both the upper and lower houses, attend a state banquet at Buckingham Palace and hold talks with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak during his stay. Let's now talk sports. As the World Cup is ongoing in Qatar, Cameroonians remain optimistic to the performance of the indomitable Lions, as a majority are confident that the Lions will bring home the trophy despite the presence of other powerful teams. Catherine Akongwe talked to some Cameroonians residing in Douala, Cameroon's economic capital city, and compiled the next report.
The 2022 World Cup has come with a lot of surprises. First, with Qatar, host nation of the games, losing her first match to Ecuador by 2-0, and then the almighty Argentina losing her first match as well to Saudi Arabia. This has, however, I am supporting the Lions because I know we are going to win the trophy. We all here are Cameroonian fans, and we all are very confident that we are going to bring home the trophy. Although the stakes are high, plus an added advantage of a Plus airline fan base, many will still choose the place of skepticism. We know there are many powerful teams in Qatar, but with the presence of our number 9, we hope that Cameroon bring home the trophy. It won't be easy, but we hope that Cameroon gets even to the quarter-finals. As Cameroon braces up for the Thursday encounter, one face keeps the Lions roaring from home, and that is, we go take that cup.
Amazing ambience from the fan club over there in Qatar as well. Thank you, Kathy, for that report. We are all vying for the Lions' win. Now, matches for day 2 at the ongoing Qatar FIFA World Cup. We'll see Morocco in Group F facing Croatia at 11 a.m. while in Group E, Germany will lock horns against Japan. That will be at 2 p.m. Now, more matches will be played today. We have Group E, Spain will face Costa Rica today at 5 p.m. while in Group F, Belgium is going to play against Canada at 8 p.m. That does it for Prime Flash on My Media Prime TV. Details on some of these stories and more will be yours at 6:30 p.m. during Prime News with Fun Quint. I have been Eileen for a presentation. Thanking you all for your keen and kind attention. Technical assistance came in from Modika, Elvis. Have a blessed day in the company of amazing programs on My Media Prime TV. Up next is the brave Lasha Kingsley and Bomotangina Gladys. Bye for now. God bless you.